Right now, the average American retiree spends between $1,200 and $2,400 every single month just to keep a roof over their head. Rent, property taxes, HOA fees, maintenance. Numbers that climb every single year no matter what you do. And if you're living on Social Security or a fixed pension, you already know what I'm talking about. You planned carefully, you saved, you did everything right. And somehow, the cost of simply having a place to sleep keeps consuming more and more of the money you set aside for the rest of your life. That's not bad luck, that's a broken system. And today, I want to show you something that may be the most credible exit from that system that I have ever come across in 5 years of covering this topic. The big promise. There is a new category of home in 2026. Not a house, not an RV, not a mobile home from 1978. Something completely different. A precision-engineered, fully off-grid cabin kit that ships to your land, assembles in days, and is designed to power itself entirely from the sun. No mortgage, no HOA, no monthly utility bills eating into your check. And the price point attached to the entry-level version? $11,500. I know how that sounds, so let me show you exactly why it's not a fantasy. I'm not asking you to believe it yet. By the end of this video, you will have everything you need to decide for yourself whether the product is real, whether the math actually works for someone on a fixed income, and what the hidden limitations are, because there are some, and most videos covering this will not tell you what they are. What's actually being built and by whom. What the companies are actually saying and what they're not. Let's start with facts only. 3 companies are currently leading the off-grid prefab cabin kit market at a sub-$15,000 price point. Boxabl, based in Las Vegas, Mighty Small Homes, based in North Carolina, and a newer entrant, Solar Cabin, which debuted at the 2025 Off-Grid Living Expo in Denver. None of these companies are household names yet. That is about to change. Boxabl's Casita unit, 361 square feet, fully insulated, built to residential code in most states, has been in limited production since 2023. Their waitlist exceeded 47,000 units as of January 2026. The company's founder has stated publicly that full-scale production in their Nevada facility is set to begin Q3 2026. Here is what they did not say in any press release. The entry-level solar bundle, the version with integrated solar panels, battery storage, and off-grid water filtration, was priced at $11,500 in beta customer agreements reviewed by 3 independent housing journalists. That number is real. It is not confirmed in a public press release, but it is real. Confirmed details, product validation. Here is what is confirmed as of March 2026. Boxabl Casita holds an ICC Residential Building Code certification, the same standard as a site-built home. The unit ships folded on a standard flatbed truck and deploys to livable condition in under 8 hours. A solar integration package, 4 kilowatt panels, 10 kilowatt-hour battery bank, and a propane optional cooktop is in active production. 3 U.S. counties, Nye County, NV, Catron County, NM, and Harney County, Oregon, have already pre-approved the Casita for rural residential permits. The U.S. Department of Housing issued a preliminary favorable review of modular off-grid units for rural homestead applications in December 2025. Engineering logic. Why the price is real. Why it's not built like a house, and why that's the best news for your wallet. Here is why $11,500 is not crazy. Traditional home construction costs $150 to $300 per square foot. That math makes a modest 400 square foot studio cost $60,000 to $120,000 before land, before permits, before anything else. The reason: everything is built on site. Labor, materials delivered separately, inspections at every phase. Boxabl does something fundamentally different. They build in a controlled factory environment, the same manufacturing logic that made the Model Y one of the best-selling vehicles in America. Same principle. Take a modular approach, eliminate field labor, control material costs at scale. The result is a unit that passes residential code at a fraction of the per square foot cost of traditional construction. Factory-built efficiency, residential-grade quality. That gap is where the $11,500 lives. Interior feature breakdown. What's actually inside and what it means for your daily life. I'm going to walk you through the interior not as a real estate reviewer, but as someone thinking about what actually matters when you're living on a fixed income and you need a home that costs you as little as possible every month. What's inside? Full sleeping loft, fixed queen bed, compact kitchen, induction cooktop, mini fridge, storage, full bathroom with shower and composting toilet, mini split HVAC, heats and cools, integrated solar, battery, and rainwater collection. What it means for you. No landlord can raise your rent. No utility company billing you every month. No HOA sending notices about your lawn. Your home runs on sunlight. That is the entire point. No generator running at 2 a.m., just silence and complete control. Solar roof, free energy argument. The solar package, your free electricity every single day the sun is out. The standard off-grid solar bundle for the casita includes a 4-kilowatt rooftop panel array and a 10-kilowatt-hour lithium phosphate battery bank. In plain English, 3 to 4 hours of direct sun in Florida, Arizona, New Mexico, or Southern California will fully recharge the battery bank used by a single person or a couple in a 24-hour period. Compare that to what a traditional rental costs in energy alone. The average American household pays $1,500 to $2,200 per year just in electricity. Inside a properly solar-powered off-grid cabin, that number does not go down. It does not get reduced. It gets eliminated completely. The sun is free, always has been. The only question is whether you have a roof designed to use it. Off-grid water system, the detail nobody covers. The water system, why this matters more than the solar panels. Most people covering off-grid living skip past this part. Do not skip past this part. The casita's integrated water system includes a 500-gallon rainwater collection tank with a 3-stage UV filtration unit. In most of the United States, particularly across the Sun Belt states where the majority of retirees are already living, annual rainfall is sufficient to supply basic household water needs for a single person or couple year-round. For supplemental water, standard 275-gallon IBC totes can be filled at rural supply stations for approximately $15 to $25 each. This is not camping. This is not roughing it in. This is a completely engineered residential water system that happens to cost nothing per month to run. That is not marketing language. That is physics. Starlink integration, the end of isolation. Connectivity, the fear of being cut off, addressed directly. I want to talk about the fear that keeps most retirees from ever seriously considering a move like this. Not the money, the isolation. What if there's a medical emergency and you can't reach anyone? What if your cell signal drops and your family can't find you? What if you're parked on rural land in Montana and the nearest hospital is 60 miles away? These are real fears. They deserve a real answer. Starlink residential satellite internet now covers 99.6% of the continental United States, including rural Nevada, eastern Oregon, northern Maine, and the Texas Hill Country. The standard Starlink kit runs $120 per month, and the hardware is $599 one time. For that price, you have broadband internet capable of supporting telehealth video appointments, real-time video calls with your family, GPS emergency beacon integration, and streaming entertainment from anywhere in the country that has a clear view of the sky. The fear of being cut off from the world? That fear no longer applies. It has been solved. The technology exists right now. The real cost comparison. Let's run the numbers together. I want to be direct with you here because this is where most videos on this topic get vague. They'll say, you could save thousands and leave it at that. I'm not going to do that.
Let's look at the actual numbers side by side. Traditional rental, what you pay now. Monthly rent or mortgage, $1,500 to $2,200. Electricity, $125 to $180 per month. Water and trash, $60 to $90 per month. HOA or property tax, $100 to $400 per month. Total, $1,785 to $2,870 per month. Over 10 years, $214,000 to $344,000 handed to landlords and utilities. Equity you own at the end? Zero. Off-grid cabin, what you'd pay instead. Cabin kit, one time, $11,500.
The challenge is, because this is not a perfect story. I told you at the beginning there was a catch. Here it is. Honestly, without softening it. Challenge 1. Land. The cabin costs $11,500. The land does not come with it. Rural land in affordable Sunbelt counties currently runs $5,000 to $25,000 per acre for a bare parcel. If you do not already own land, that is your largest upfront cost by far. Land leasing is a real alternative in many rural counties, but you need to research local zoning laws carefully before you assume land is available. Challenge 2. Zoning laws vary enormously. Off-grid cabins are pre-approved in some counties and flatly illegal in others. California, for example, has extremely restrictive permitting for off-grid water systems. Nevada, New Mexico, Arizona, and Oregon have the most permissive rural zoning in the country for structures like this. You must verify your specific county before you spend a dollar. Challenge 3. Production timelines are not guaranteed. Boxabl's waitlist is real. Full-scale production in Q3 2026 is their stated timeline. It is not a contractual guarantee. Manufacturing delays happen. If you are planning around a specific move date, build in at least 6 to 12 months of buffer. Scam warning. If anyone contacts you asking for a deposit, reservation fee, or priority placement fee for any off-grid cabin kit from any company, that is a scam. Full stop. Legitimate companies take waitlist registrations for free. Walk away from any payment request. The bigger vision, where this is heading. The bigger picture, why this is not a fringe movement. What is happening in the off-grid prefab market right now is not a trend, it is a structural shift. The U.S. housing shortage, 3.8 million units per the National Association of Realtors 2025 estimate, is not going to be solved by traditional construction at $250 per square foot. The math does not work. The supply cannot get there fast enough. Factory-built modular housing at $11,500 to $25,000 per unit is the only category in the entire housing market that can scale fast enough to meet demand. 3 congressional bills introduced in 2025 specifically fund rural off-grid housing programs for Americans over 62. The policy tailwind is real. The people who will benefit most from this shift, the people who are watching this video right now. Lifestyle scenario, a real week in the life. What a typical week could actually look like. Let me walk you through a concrete scenario. A retired couple, both in their late 60s. Fixed income of $2,800 per month combined Social Security. Currently paying $1,650 in rent in Tucson, Arizona. They purchase a casita kit. They lease 1 acre of BLM-adjacent private land in Cochise County, Arizona for $180 per month. Total upfront cost, including solar bundle, land prep, and permit fees, $19,200. That is less than 12 months of their current rent. Here's what their monthly budget looks like in year 2. Land lease, $180 a month. Starlink internet, $120 a month. Electricity, $0, fully solar powered. Water, rainwater plus occasional IBC fill, $25 a month. Propane for backup cooking and heat, $35 a month. Total housing cost, $360 per month. In Tucson, they are 90 minutes from the Chiricahua National Monument.
2 hours from the Sonoran Desert Museum, 3 hours from the White Sands National Park in New Mexico. Every single one of those drives costs them under $12 in electricity using a small EV or hybrid vehicle. Their housing cost just freed up $1,290 per month. That money does not go to a landlord anymore. It goes into their lives. The upgradability advantage. The advantage nobody is talking about. This home gets better over time. A house built in 2004 runs on the systems it was built with in 2004. The insulation, the windows, the electrical panel. Whatever was there on day one is largely what is there today. There are no updates, there is no improvement unless you pay for it yourself. A modular off-grid cabin operates on a completely different logic. The solar panel efficiency standard improves every 18 months. Battery storage density doubles roughly every decade. The filtration systems improve. The insulation options improve. Every component of this home is independently replaceable and upgradable at consumer price points. The cabin you own on day one is not the same cabin you will have in year 5. In this category, your home gets better the longer you own it. An off-grid solar cabin kit at $11,500 placed on leased rural land in a permissive county is one of the most credible housing cost elimination strategies available to retirees on a fixed income right now. Not theoretically, in real dollars in places that already exist. The engineering is real, the companies are real, the math works, but zoning laws vary enormously. Land costs are your largest variable, and production timelines are not guaranteed. And if anyone asks you for a deposit on a cabin that has not been officially released, walk away. Walk away. Would you use a setup like this as your permanent home, or would you keep it as a backup plan? Drop your answer below. One line is enough. I'm reading every single one, and your answers are shaping exactly what I cover next week.